Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Boston College Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down here for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Here's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. He breaks into the clear. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Touchdown for the U, and they take the early lead. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll test the right side here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Completion sets up an important 3rd down play. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
1st and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds his target, and it's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage and hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Boston College now operating in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes them pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James, Frank Gore, and Willis McGahee, and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Canes look to keep this drive moving. A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams from this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Canes with 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
New center downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on 1st down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds the receiver wide open. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Well, I love plays like this when everything just kind of comes together. It's like an orchestra. Offensive line giving the quarterback enough time. The receiver works from the left all the way over across the formation to the right. And the quarterback with that time puts the ball right on the money. Well designed and well executed here for a big play for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Over the middle and incomplete. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a 1st down.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Breaking free at the 35. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running by this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Boom. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Looks to the left, pass caught. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across the 40. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Toss play to the outside. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now the running back's got it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the 1st down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown for the U.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. Awesome college quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense makes their way on the field. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in a great position to get points.
Who doesn't love an old-fashioned flea flicker? The defense sees run. They come flying down to make the tackle right as the receivers run right past them.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Boston College. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a nice move there. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep to get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll use the ground game here. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You first open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here comes a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal.
Let's go.
Quarterback keeps the football. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Awesome college quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle, but first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Pass caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And the defense wraps it up.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Canes. And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback just takes a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today.